This is me.
Just kidding. This is me.
My name is Amanda, and welcome to my podcast where I will be talking about pop culture, music, film, drama, and fan videos.
Hello, and welcome back to my channel, Always Popular. I'm Amanda, your host. So let's jump into the sunshine and enjoy the nostalgia of the summer series. Previously on my channel, I started the summer series with the Harry Styles album review. Now let's talk films, in particular, anniversaries in film. For this episode, this is going to be on the 12th year anniversary of Toy Story 3. It was the summer of 2010 when Toy Story 3 was released on June 18th, 2010, and it became one of the most talked about and most anticipated animated movie of the summer. I remember when I first heard about it, and it was the summer when I graduated high school. Everyone I knew in class was excited about it. Everyone was saying how more 90s kids, aka the millennials, were more excited than anyone else to see this movie. Anyway, moving on to the actual movie. Of course, there's no Toy Story without the iconic characters of Woody, Buzz, Sid, Bo Peep, Ham, Mr. Potato Head, Rex, Slinky Dog, and Andy. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly suggest watching it. It's definitely a sequel that lives up to its legacy. And if you haven't seen the first two, go and watch those movies first. They will explain the storyline better, and you'll understand the evolution better. Ado, let's celebrate Pixar. Let's start off with the incredible voices that started this franchise about 20 years ago. So you have John Ratzenberg as Ham, Estelle Harris as Mrs. Potato Head, and Don Rickles as Mr. Potato Head, Wallace Shawn as Rex, John Morris as Andy, Jim Varney as Slinky Dog, Andy Potts as Bo Peep, Eric Von Deeten as Sid, and of course, Tom Hanks as Woody and Tim Allen as Buzz. Fortunately, the original voice actor who played Slinky Dog passed away after the second movie was released, and he was replaced by Blake Clark for this movie. Alongside this iconic crew, there were new characters that were introduced as well. Also played by Ned Beatty, Michael Keaton as Ken, Bonnie Hunt as Dolly, Whoopi Goldberg as Stretch, Jeff Garlin as Buttercup, Kristen Shaw as Trixie, and Timothy Dalton as Mr. Pricklepants. Most of these people are very well known, and you would recognize them from other movies and TV shows. So before moving on, let's meet the characters.
Pug and Bear.
Made for each other.
Excuse me. I'm trying to...
That's just a velociraptor toy down the street.
There is no way out. Just kidding. Door's right over there.
We're on a cowboy. Trixie?
Come on, this money is for me. For me, for me, for me.
Here's a recap of the past two movies. Attention, there will be some spoiler alerts. First movie, Woody meets Buzz, who he doesn't like, and ends up stealing the attention away from him to his owner, Andy. And eventually, they have to set aside their differences. This causes tension between both main characters, and the other toys become frustrated and are meddled in the middle of it. In this movie, the main antagonist is Andy's neighbor, Sid, who loves to destroy toys. In the end, they solve their problems and become friends in the end. In the second movie, other new characters are introduced that you see in the third movie, like Jessie, Bullseye, and Mrs. Potato Head. All of them together with Buzz, Woody, and the rest of the gang find themselves in trouble at Al's toy store after Woody is stolen. The main antagonist is not Al. However, it's Prospector Pete refuses to let Woody go home. Now all of them together find their way home to Andy. Now, fast forward to the third sequel. Here in the third sequel, Andy is grown up and is about to head off to college. The toys are thinking that they are not cared about anymore, and they do get accidentally donated to a daycare. Soon they find out maybe it's the best move for them and hope that they will be played with together again with younger kids. However, in this movie, there are some twists that they didn't expect to see coming, with the main antagonist being Lotso the Hugging Bear. With that being said, no more spoilers for me about the movie. You'll have to watch it on your own. Without a doubt, this movie did have a lot of emotional moments and certain parts I couldn't help but cry at. Once again, I will not give those spoilers away. And for almost every sequel for a movie, you see and hear all different complaints, like most would say the original is better or they should have never made a sequel. In particular, from this franchise, the entire trilogy has been praised as being better than the first, which is very rare in film or really in any type of entertainment. Most original fans will not be happy with any sequel. With Toy Story, it's a different feeling. The critics and fans alike fall in love with the new characters, a new and continuing storyline, and grow up and evolve with the old characters, with especially heartwarming moments that tug at your heartstrings. And here are a few of those moments.
Care of these guys. They mean a lot to me.
She was my whole world.
As I can remember. He's brave, like a cowboy should be.
In this movie that are from previous ones as well. If you didn't pick up on it, well, here it is. In addition to a lovable, fun storyline, the music and acting are always top tier. The critics praised them from the screenplay, voice acting, Randy Newman's music, and the animation. The movie also has received many accolades and awards, including 5 Academy Award nominations, 2 of them being wins, became the highest grossing movie of 2010, became the first animated film to reach $1 billion at the box office, became the highest grossing animated film of all time, and Pixar's highest grossing film. Including all that success, it won a Grammy for Best Score Soundtrack, Best Picture, and Best Animated Film multiple times that year, got nominated for Best Screenplay at multiple film and movie award shows like the Satellite Awards, and even individual award nominations to Tom Hanks and Tim Allen.
And the Oscar goes to
Toy Story 3.
And the Oscar goes to, let me see, Randy Newman for We Belong Together.
Golden Globe goes to
Toy Story 3.
All in all, the movie has been well received, just like its other movies, Toy Story and Toy Story 2, and is just as memorable, funny, and quotable as the first 2 movies. But of course, it wouldn't be the same without its original voice cast that made what the movie franchise what it is today. Shortly after this movie, they were also planning on doing a 4th movie, and even before it started filming, one of the legendary voice actors passed away before it started. So sadly, in the end, we lost Don Rickles, who voiced Mr. Potato Head. So rest in peace, Don. Once again, thanks for tuning in and listening, and you'll hear me in the next episode. And always remember, be nice to your toys.
So play nice.